Sweetie seems to be exploring and has traveled 2.5 miles northwest along a mountain stream. Although red pandas travel only about 1/4 of a mile a day, Sweetie's always on the move, which makes it hard for the team to keep up. Minnie has traveled west uphill towards the border with Nepal. It's a good area with lots of food and also a high density of wild red pandas. But there are dangers too. She keeps crossing the border to Nepal, and though she's made it safely back so far, her luck may easily run out. Dr. Pradhan's concerned about her safety. Tenzing will try to keep an extra close eye on her. The border is close to villages, and there's a risk that she'll fall prey to village dogs. But it isn't just the dogs that are a threat from the Nepali villages. Farmers have stripped the hillsides that adjoin the national park of almost all their trees. Prime red panda habitat is being lost forever to terraced fields. Today, it's thought that only 2,500 red pandas survive worldwide, in pockets of Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar, and India, as well as a separate subspecies in China. Dr. Pradhan believes it's vital that the people who live close to Singalila understand the importance of releasing Minnie and Sweetie back to the wild. Singalila's red pandas have been poached for decades, and it will take a long time to undo the damage done to the population. Poaching is now banned in India, but illegal trade in red pandas continues to threaten the population. Humans are not the only threat to red pandas in the wild. These tracks were left by one of the panda's biggest enemies. A lethal predator. The clouded leopard, an expert climber. Other forest residents can look just as alarming. But this huge black Himalayan bear is only after bamboo shoots and poses no real threat. Until recently, most scientists believed red pandas were a kind of bear, while their pointed ears and whiskers seem to link them to the cats. The latest DNA studies, however, place them in a broad category with raccoons and weasels. It's now January. Red pandas Minnie and Sweetie have had 2 months to adapt to life in the wild. But now, winter has descended on Singalila in full force. Heavy snow has cut off the road link, and there will be no access to the area for the next few months. Temperatures often fall to 10 degrees Fahrenheit. Tracking the red pandas has been a tricky job for Tenzing. The signal often bounces off surrounding rocks, giving a false direction. Minnie and Sweetie are now 2.5 to 3 miles apart. But tracking them in the snow and bitter cold is a challenge. As Tenzing tracks Sweetie and Minnie through the snow, he's in for a big surprise. Coming up next on Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom. Tenzing Sherpa is tracking Minnie and Sweetie. Red pandas released into the wild from the Darjeeling Zoo in India. He spots a trail of fresh red panda tracks. It's not Minnie. It looks more like a large male. Following Minnie's signal for another 4 hours, Tenzing suddenly comes face to face with a huge wild red panda. With a large head and dark fur, it's much bigger than any other panda he's seen. Most red pandas weigh in between 7 and 14 pounds. Tenzing names him Big Face. As breeding season isn't far off, could Big Face be tracking Minnie too? It's no surprise when Tenzing finds Minnie close by. She's doing fine and well equipped for cold. Her whole body is covered in thick, double-layered fur, even her ears. Content that Minnie's fine, Tenzing begins the 3-hour trek back to base. But he's not so well protected against the elements. As the weather gets worse, he stops to warm up at a Sherpa home. Part of the Sherpa family's income comes from selling dairy products and yak meat. A cup of hot buttered tea by the fire warms Tenzing's body and lifts his spirits. As the days start getting longer, red pandas start looking for a mate. Sweetie seems busy scent marking. Could she be trying to attract a male? Pandas put the message out by scent rather than sound. Minnie has certainly succeeded. Big Face has been courting her for several days. And things are really getting interesting, as he has moved onto the same tree. Timing is crucial, though, as females are generally only receptive once a year. It's still not well known what influences this particular time. She will not accept advances by any male before or after this period. But so far, Minnie seems oblivious to his advances. 3 hours later, Big Face tries his luck again. This time with a high-pitched twitter or mating call. At last, the pair comes face to face. But Minnie's still not in the mood. Or is she? As she moves away, she marks the area with a specialized scent. These chemical messages may tell Big Face exactly the right moment to approach. Minnie has increased the frequency of her scent marking amazingly. It's almost certain she's ready to mate. Big Face follows closely, sniffing each scent mark and adding his own scent to hers. Now Minnie starts to descend, with Big Face hot on her trail.